salary, inspiring luxury. Doctor's Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctor's Hospital. Always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice. JN Money. From abroad to Yad. And Cineco. Keeping Cayman covered.
We ask our listeners and viewers to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990, 949-8037, or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
Live from Radio Cayman Studio.
This is For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Hear from your government officials, independents, and the opposition on issues that matter to you.
For the Record.
Engage in an open dialogue between residents and lawmakers.
With Orrett Connor.
Informative, impartial, insightful. This is For the Record. And now, your host, Orrett.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, O land of soft, fresh breezes and verdant trees so fair. Today is Friday, the 23rd day of January 2026, right here in the beautiful Cayman Islands. We do hope and we trust that everyone had a restful, peaceful, enjoyable evening. Those of you who are on our roads, whether you're a pedestrian, a cyclist, or if you're operating any type of motorized vehicle, we urge you to please, please, please be extremely cautious. Ensure that you observe the rules of the road, because the life you save may just be your own. For those of you who are celebrating a birthday today, or if you've celebrated one over the past few days, we want to wish you a happy birthday or a happy belated birthday, whichever is applicable. And to remind you that For the Record birthday shout-outs brought to you by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola proud to support your For the Record birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands. You should accept no substitutes. From generation to generation, Coca-Cola, still a Cayman classic. For those of you who have lost loved ones, we extend our sincere condolences to you. We hope and we trust that your faith will help to carry you through these extremely challenging times, and that the memories of your loved ones will be a blessing. Those of you who are ill and are either at home or at a medical facility here in the Cayman Islands or overseas, we want to wish you a speedy recovery. Big shout out again. Good morning to our colleague and friend here at Radio Cayman, Mr. Joel Wilson, as well. So, folks, I want to thank you for allowing Radio Cayman, and by extension For the Record, into your homes, into your vehicles as you traverse the busy roads of the Cayman Islands, into your places of work, wherever that may be. As you know, For the Record is a show produced by the staff and management of Radio Cayman, and it is geared towards keeping you abreast of issues as they arise and play out on the local, regional, and international scene. And so much is happening these days in the geopolitical world that we now live in. I am your host. My name is Orrett Connor, and you welcome to join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. During that period, our phone lines are open. We have that beautiful radio voice of Miss Susan Watson waiting to take your calls. You can call us on our toll-free number provided courtesy of Flow. That toll-free number, 1-800-534-8255. You can also call us on 949-8037, 949-6990, WhatsApp number 925-3261. So let's look at the birthday shout-outs first of all, brought to you by Coca-Cola. We see happy birthday greetings going out to Lexi and Isabella, coming from your grandmother, Miss Aldine. Also celebrating a birthday today, Lavinia Hernandez celebrating a birthday today. And I cannot forget, I can't miss this one at all, my childhood friend, Mr. Alan B. Moore, better known as Ha, is celebrating his birthday today. We want to wish him a happy one as well, and may he live to see many, many more. We go back a long, long way, and even when we left Cayman to go to school, and communications weren't the way that they are today, where you have all of these social media platforms that you can communicate on, as well as using WhatsApp where you don't have to pay for it. Those days we used landlines. There was no such thing as a cellular phone, and he was attending Memphis State University, and I would keep in contact with him. We kept in regular contact as well. So he is celebrating his birthday today. On Monday, the 26th, National Heroes Day, Mr. Mark Scotland will be celebrating his birthday as well. We want to give him a happy birthday in advance, since there will be no show on Monday. So we want to say happy birthday, Mr. Mark Scotland, when it comes as well. If you know someone who's celebrating a birthday or any other momentous occasion, we invite you to send those details to us right here on For the Record, and we will give them a birthday or any other congratulatory shout-outs right here on For the Record. Of course, proudly brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud to support your For the Record birthday shout-outs. Coca-Cola available across the Cayman Islands. Accept no substitutes. From generation to generation, Coca-Cola is still a Cayman classic. So first of all, let me tell you what will be taking place on the show this morning at 9 o'clock. We will have Miss Tunisia Barnes and Miss Ventisha Connolly from the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Heritage, and Culture. They will be in to talk about Heroes Day, National Heroes Day celebrations, and the awards ceremony and what's taken place after that. That will be at 9 o'clock. Meanwhile, between now and 9 o'clock, the phone lines will be open for you to call in. Let me remind you of those numbers. The toll-free number provided courtesy of Flo. That toll-free number is 1-800-534-8255. Other landline numbers, 949-8037, 949-6990. WhatsApp number 925-3261. Let's look at the headline news. Let's look at the Cayman Compass and see what's in there this morning. Digital abuse is making the web a wild, quote-unquote, wild west for women and girls. So unfortunate. We take these advances, and sometimes people don't realize what the unintended consequences can be. And unfortunately, we're going to see more and more of this, and it needs to be addressed. Hopefully, we will enact any necessary legislation here in the Cayman Islands to ensure that we protect women and girls as well as other vulnerable persons from these abuses on the web. Other article, Cayman Compass editorial, the credibility of Cayman's approach to a beneficial ownership registry. It'll be interesting to see what that is all about. And of course, being journalists, they really have to report the facts more than anything else. But I hope and I trust that they're not throwing the Cayman Islands under the bus in this particular case, because I believe that our approach, our efforts to comply have been genuine, but we are certainly correct in standing our ground to say that we will not be used as a guinea pig, for this whole issue, and we will move in lockstep with other jurisdictions once they decide to do it as well. Other articles in the Compass: prosecutor highlights worrying increase in child sex abuse cases. And we hope that in those particular cases that they throw the book at them, as well in our courts. And two other articles: two carnivals unite to create one carnival. That should be interesting for all of you carnival lovers. And more than half of the Health Services Authority board resigns. Again, that is more and more into the forefront, and I would venture to say that we really haven't heard the end of that whole issue as far as the health services, the board of the Health Services Authority is concerned. Certainly, unfortunate. Hope we can put it behind us. Again, numerous challenges when appointing board members, and unless and until we can take the nepotism, the political nepotism out of board appointments and put persons who are eminently qualified or bring something to the table. Not to say that this was not the case with the Health Services Authority, but until we have a process in place where that can be done, we're going to encounter more and more issues. Also, the remuneration, if you want to call it that, the stipend for these boards, whether or not it needs to be standardized. Some would argue that, depending on the board that you are on and the level of accountability and responsibility that one may have, that you cannot have a uniform remuneration or stipend package across the board. You have some heavy-hitting boards like the being on the board of the Monetary Authority, being on Cayman Airways board. You have the various immigration boards as well, which certainly their decisions will impact employment in the Cayman Islands. So that is something that needs to be looked at. I believe there was at one point in time where, for persons wanting to serve on boards that the governor has any decision making in terms of the selection process, her office has invited persons to submit their credentials and their willingness to serve on boards, and that is how they intend, if they're probably already doing it, to choose board members as well. We're going to go to a commercial break. During the course of the show this morning, I want to share with you the minutes of the cabinet meeting held on, I believe it is the 14th of January of this year. And some may say, how in the world is OC going to talk about the cabinet minutes on a radio when those minutes supposed to be confidential? Well, that's in the case. What the government always publishes is a summary of the decisions made in cabinet. That's what I will share with you, because those details are public, have been circulated for public consumption as well. With that, we're going to take our first commercial break. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, He hath founded it upon the seas.
Sherman Erdis Ebank, Certificate of Honor, 1915 through 1995. Captain Orrett was a pioneer in the charter fishing and diving industry, for which he received the Queen's Certificate and Badge of Honor in 1991. He introduced the sport of boxing to the Cayman Islands, for which he received recognition from the Ministry of Sports, Youth Affairs, and Culture. He was a pioneer in the taxi service and in Jeep rental. He served in the Royal Cayman Islands Police Force for 10 years. During that time, the Home Guard was established, and he served there as well, keeping watch at the lighthouses during World War II. He was married to Phyllis R. Ebanks, and the couple had 4 children.
Radio Cayman's historical vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way, positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
Yeah, let me tell you, no AC when I was a boy. I still remember just how good an ice-cold Coca-Cola was.
The part is, the coolest moms and dads always had Coca-Cola or parties.
The sound when you pop the top, and the fizzle, and that, after that first sip.
Coca-Cola, from generation to generation. That ice-cold bubbly. Coca-Cola, still a Cayman classic.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
She hear clunk and her car stop. I was just about to send her some money, so I send it straight to her JN Money Transfer card. It cost me less, and perhaps she use the card, pay the garage right away. She'll get discount through the JN Rewards program in Jamaica. This card make things easy. You can even get funds at any multi-link ATM.
JN Money Transfer Card. Fast, affordable, convenient. Tell your loved ones in Jamaica about it. Sign up is free.
Hey, new drivers. Don't just drive, drive smart. Cynical and Inspire Cayman's Safe Driver program will show you how. Get real-life simulator training and classroom sessions to help you gain experience, stay alert, and avoid accidents. Learn to recognize risk, manage fatigue, and make smart choices behind the wheel. Certified participants may even pay less for Cynical motor insurance. Learn more and register at cynical.ky. Cynical, keeping Cayman covered.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Babe, not tonight. You keep poking me and I need to be rested for meetings tomorrow.
What? I was almost asleep. That's the mattress spring I keep telling you about, not me. we really need to get a new mattress.
Tossing and turning, back hurting, can't sleep? It might be time to turn in your old mattress and go to bed with a new one. Browse the huge mattress showroom at Brand Source Home Gallery and pick the perfect mattress today. With mattresses to suit every budget, Brand Source Home Gallery stocks a wide selection of sizes and styles like pillow top and gel memory foam. So stop tossing and turning and sleep better tonight with a new mattress from Brand Source Home Gallery, Dawson Drive, Industrial Park.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We do have a caller. Let's go to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, there, OG. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great.
Looking forward to the weekend?
Looking
forward to the weekend?
Oh, yeah. Now that you say that, I think the people should come out today on Monday to the celebration of the Heroes Day, especially in the nighttime. After because now they have extended the Heroes Day celebration to way into the evening. I guess it gives the people a better time to go home and freshen up and then take off their best dress and then come back out in the evenings and celebrate on Seafarer's Way.
Yeah,
So,
I see there's going to be fireworks too, I believe, right? Are you providing those?
Yeah. I'll be out there lighting up the sky. So that's one reason they should come out.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, see. We like to speak of ourselves as being resilient bunch of people. Yeah, but see, the control of food is the oldest weapon on earth. Our stomachs will silence our politics. Remember that. We're not really a free group of people, you know. We're just manageable, you know. So, you know, a hungry person will expect humility. You see, when a child is crying, the parent will sign and agree just about anything, you know. You know, and then
for the child,
then,
to protect the child,
because it not real weakness, you know. See, it's not weakness, but a hungry person will accept humility. But yet we teach our children, you see, that farming is a backward thing. You know, farming is a backward thing. But you know
do we still do that? We still, you know.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
See,
Wow.
we only got a handful of people that really are really into farming. See, go to the supermarket and see how many million things on the shelf that we depend on to purchase to carry home.
Yeah.
Back in the day, see, and if you're lucky, you go around the produce, you might see one or two potatoes or something, or sweet potatoes that you say are local. And I don't know whether a lot of them are really local or if they come from other Caribbean islands, right? You tell me how much things you see that can maintain us as a group of people that we claim are so resilient and so free and can take care of ourselves. We cannot hunger. Well, see, if the ships stop coming for one single month, well, see, I know we will turn on each other. We will turn, and the same people.
A month is a long time.
The same people that turn up their noses at farming, don't want their kids or just don't want this one to do farming. They're the same ones going to turn on you and go and jump over your fence and put up your little whatever it is you got in your yard if there's no food supply. Hunger, will see. Hunger will make you do anything. So we need politics. This politics and screaming, and they're just a show. We need to get to reality. OC, we need to start looking on trying. And I know we cannot feed ourselves completely.
Yeah, not self-sufficient. Yeah.
OC right to, because look at so many now hurricane. When we were growing up, OC, we didn't have this many threats of hurricane every year. Now you have to be preparing, and we are glued to the TV screen watching the weather. That I've never watched the weather. We didn't care about the weather. we like it. We like it if that rain or some little big seas would have come along, so we could have some other recreational activities. But now it's not recreational. Or see it blow your roof off.
Yep.
It'll starve you. Plane can't come, boat can't come, and if other places usually get mashed up or get destroyed by, they're not going to import any food to us either. They're going to have to save our their food for their population also.
So I take it.
You know,
if I can interrupt, I take it that you're going to be supporting and going to the agriculture show this year on Ash Wednesday.
Oh, see, I go to the agriculture show every year.
Okay, great.
And I've even done, on 3 different occasions, I've done fireworks for them.
Okay, yeah.
Because, you know, like they'd start going into the later part of the night with some entertainment.
They used to have the raffle later on in the night as well. Yeah.
Right, and the raffle. Yeah. No, I am. That's the biggest show in gathering in Cayman, and I'm happy now that they have that road in. I mean, it's causing a problem now, but that road that they put through the back will try and alleviate the traffic a little bit. We'll probably get up there a little earlier. I just hope now that we have proper enforcement on that back road, because now people got to be parking all over the back road. I think, you know, just sticking their nose in somewhere and get out and leave their car, and that could be a problem to get somebody to move a car, and you know, with such great amount of people.
And
but,
Minister J has said he wants that roundabout completed for agriculture show as well. And they're working feverishly on that. I see a lot of work is being done, because that roundabout there is going to be much larger than people realize. You know, it's going to be pretty large roundabout.
See, I was looking at the house adjacent to the road. How those people are going to get out of their yard? I see they cut right across their property, and there's a chain link fence completely surround the house now.
Yeah.
So where's their entrance have been cut off going to their garage?
I'm sure that they would have agreed to whatever arrangement is made there for them. Otherwise,
but I don't see them getting in there. Well, you got to take a helicopter, get them. They got to take it. Yeah, so OC, food, supplying yourself with food.
Yep, backyard farming, do more of it. Eat what you grow what you eat.
Yeah, eat what you grow. You know, so that, and it's not weakness, you know, OC.
Nope.
It's simple biology. You need food.
Yep.
Nothing to do with weakness.
Yep.
By agreeing to accept anything when you're hungry, it's simple biology. We need to concentrate more on growing some food, supplying ourselves. We grew up, all the sweet potato that I ate, we came from Blake's, from Okatole.
Okay.
And all the cassava, we had one called Elma cassava. We had Casdale and his brother Horta and Edward. They were the yam people. You know?
Yep.
Back in the day, but now who the yam people are? OC?
Don't know. I haven't heard.
Who the cassava people are?
Yeah.
Who the sweet potato people are?
So Casdale doesn't continue to do it anymore?
Eh?
Casdale.
No, he too busy now being a doctor. He's a doctor now. Calls himself a doctor.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
You know, so the 2 older brothers have passed, you see.
Yeah, yes.
You know, Casdale was the younger one coming behind them. I don't know anyone now, OC, that we can go to get our supply of certain produce locally.
Maybe you and I should put in an application for 1 acre of that land or 2 acres of what government is given as well. Gotta go those top of the hour, 8 o'clock news. Phone lines will still be open between after the news and 9 o'clock, when we will have Miss Tunisia Barnes and Miss Ventisha Connolly on with us as well. Folks, please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back immediately after the 8 o'clock news.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. And studio time now is 8 o'clock, brought to you by Burger King.
Burger King is bringing the fun and flavor with SpongeBob and Biscoff. Dive into the SpongeBob Whopper. Flame grilled and stacked your way. Or grab it as a small combo for the full under-the-sea experience. Finish sweet with the Starberry Pie, bursting with fruity flavor. Got kids or just a SpongeBob fan? Individual SpongeBob toys are available too. And it's Biscoff season at BK. Enjoy a creamy Biscoff shake or a smooth sweet Biscoff sundae or cone. SpongeBob, Biscoff, and flame grilled favorites. Only at Burger King. Your way every day.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. The Chamber of Commerce is hosting its 2026 Economic Forum today, and that's where we find Radio Cayman's April Cummings.
Carsley, artificial intelligence takes the spotlight at this year's Economic Forum, but not as a standalone topic. Instead, it is woven through every conversation scheduled throughout the day, from developing a future-ready workforce to ensuring Cayman's continued economic success and quality of life. The forum features a number of workshops on leading responsibility in a data-driven world and panels on sustainable growth, innovation, and national strategy. The keynote speaker is Dr. Vikram Mansharamani, and he is set to explore how small economies like Cayman can navigate global uncertainty. Organizers say the goal here is to build skills, systems, and the safeguards needed for an inclusive, resilient, and competitive Cayman Islands. April Cummings, Radio Cayman News from the Kimpton Seafire Resort and Spa.
The Ministry of Culture and Heritage says after 8 years of operating independently, the two major carnival organizations, Badabanu and Caymas, have, quote, formally united their carnival road marches and will move forward together under the banner of One Carnival. The ministry says this reunification is the result of several months of constructive dialogue and negotiations. The 2026 Carnival Road March has been set for May 23rd. Sea turtles in the Cayman Islands are adjusting to climate change in, quote, subtle but significant ways.
In the Cayman Islands, a collaborative team of researchers have been investigating how climate-driven shifts can alter the timing of nesting events for green and loggerhead turtles.
As a representative for the team explains, looking at more than 25 years of data, the Department of Environment and the University of Exeter have found that although the time of peak nesting hasn't changed for either species, results show that they have both started nesting slightly earlier. For green sea turtles, the nesting season now ends later than before by about 1 day per year. This means the overall nesting season for green turtles has become longer, increasing by about 1.6 days per year.
Researchers also noted that sea surface temperatures near nesting beaches increase, with warmer temperatures linked to earlier nesting in both species.
Overall, the findings suggest that turtles in the Cayman Islands are beginning to nest earlier during cooler parts of the year, rather during the hottest summer months.
Research like this is crucial to enhancing our understanding of how these marine animals are adapting to climate change.
The focus will remain on whether the shift mitigates the impacts of rising temperatures on egg incubation and offspring sex ratios. In court news, a 24-year-old woman and 47-year-old man are out on bail today, charged in 2 separate crashes that left 2 cyclists dead. In March 2023, 2 cyclists were hit in a crash that left one dead and the other injured on Frank Sound Road. The 47-year-old in that case has been charged with several offenses, including causing death by dangerous driving, causing grievous bodily harm, and conspiracy to defeat justice. Meanwhile, a woman has been charged with causing death by dangerous driving and driving a vehicle under the influence of alcohol and causing death after a 22-year-old Nepalese cyclist was killed in December 2024. And a major drug bust in Bodentown has led to charges against a 45-year-old man. In February, police officers searched a home in the Midland Acres area, recovering more than 530 pounds of ganja. The suspect appeared in court on Wednesday and was remanded in custody. He's heading back on February 10th. Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which takes us out of the newscast. I'm Karsley Fuller.
BBC News with Moira Alderson. The first three-way talks between Russia, the United States and Ukraine since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion are due to start later in Abu Dhabi. They're expected to focus on the key sticking point, territory. Russia demands Ukraine cedes more land in the east, something Kiev has rejected. Australia's internet safety regulator says social media companies are hoping the country's ban on under-16 using those platforms fails. It says this is in case other countries follow suit with bans. The head of Uganda's army says 30 people were killed and 2,000 opposition supporters detained following last week's disputed presidential election. The army chief is the son of the victor, President Yoweri Museveni. A claim by President Trump that NATO allies avoided frontline conflict during the war in Afghanistan have caused an angry backlash in Britain. Politicians and veterans' families have called his remark an absolute insult and flat-out nonsense. Roughly a third of coalition soldiers killed in Afghanistan were not American. That's the latest BBC News.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
Since 1993, Rotary Central has worked diligently each year to provide quality bus shelters to our community. A traveling convenience to our school children, the elderly, young people going to work, guest workers, and visitors using the public bus. We, Rotary Central, help you, our advertisers, make it happen. Your marketing dollar travels a far way. Positioning your message, your product, your services, your presence in over 83 bus shelters. Every dollar you spend, every advert you place helps to build another bus shelter, providing modest comfort for Cayman travelers. Reserve space now on the only billboard medium in the Cayman Islands. Email rotaryshelters@gmail.com. rotaryshelters@gmail.com. The Bus Shelters, a partner in community convenience. Another inspiration program by Rotary Central Cayman Islands.
On Monday, 26th of January at 8:30 a.m., the 2026 National Heroes Day Award ceremony will take place in our historic Hero Square. This year, we honor the nation builders whose vision and dedication have shaped Cayman's physical landscape under the theme, Honoring a Nation Built, the Power of Physical Infrastructure. Wear your ceremonial best and stand with us in Hero Square on Monday, 26th of January at 8:30 a.m.
RC Fusion is proudly brought to you by TCE Paint Shop, Farmers and Artisans Retail Market, and My Candle Cleaners. RC Fusion, weekdays 10 a.m. to 12 midday, right here on Radio Cayman 89.9.
RC Fusion.
Radio Cayman Energy.
Pleasant good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 78 degrees. Relative humidity is 95%. The barometric pressure 1017.2 millibars. The wind is out of the northeast at 5 knots. Synopsis indicate a high pressure system will continue to dominate the weather pattern across the northwestern Caribbean, allowing for mostly fair conditions across the Cayman area today, with a low chance of a few showers. In addition, gentle breeze are expected, gradually becoming moderate by tomorrow, and satellite imagery show a few clouds around the Cayman area. The forecast for today calling for fair to partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers, and temperatures will be in the low to mid-80s. Winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Tonight, fair to partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers and temperatures falling to the mid-70s. Tonight, your winds will be northeast at 5 to 10 knots and seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet as well. Today's high tide will occur this afternoon at 12 minutes after 12 and a low tide tonight at 9 minutes past 7. The sun will set this evening at 12 minutes past 6 and will rise tomorrow morning at 2 minutes after 7. And the outlook is calling for light to moderate winds and seas through Sunday. And that's the very latest on your weather report.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Did you know ordering your favorite sandwich from Subway just got easier? Yeah, picture this. No more waiting in line. No more fussing with cash. Just a delicious taste of Subway at your fingertips. With our new app, ordering your go-to sub is as easy as a few taps on your phone. Plus, receive exclusive deals and earn loyalty points with every purchase made on the app. Download the new Subway app today and get ready to ditch the lines and drive straight into your flavor. Visit the App Store or Google Play Store on your mobile phone and search for Subway Cayman Islands. Subway. Eat fresh.
Good morning again. This time we take a quick look at what's happening on the road, see what's slowing, what's flowing. Further up on Shamrock Road, traffic is moving at a moderate pace. Further down, different story. As you approach the Linford Pearson Highway, steady traffic, as well as coming off of Bobby Thompson Way and Agnes Way. Slight delays expected, and traffic also steady on Huldah Avenue. As we look to downtown Georgetown, moderate flow of traffic. And on Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue, flowing at a moderate pace in both directions. And turning our attention to the West Bay Road, in front of the Ritz, traffic is flowing moderately and coming from the West Bay four-way stop as well. Industrial Park area, traffic is flowing at a good pace. North Sound Road, steady but flowing traffic. Coming off of the Ashley Tibbetts Highway, steady but flowing traffic as well. And that's what's happening on your roads. Join us again at about 10 minutes past 12. We'll give you another look at traffic. Remember, click it or ticket. Have a good morning and drive safe.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
Beach and Reggae Sundays on Breeze 105.3 FM from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Brought to you by Healthcare Pharmacy, where they care about your health. 2 locations, Governor Square and Grand Harbor. Governor Square open Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Grand Harbor open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and open on Sundays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 947-8900 or visit healthcarepharmacy.ky.
With Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. Our guest will be in the studio at 9 o'clock. Miss Ventisha Connolly and Miss Tunisia Barnes from the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, talking about National Heroes Day coming up on the 26th day of this month, January, on Monday. A few more birthday shout-outs that I need to share with you, as well. So, Miss Rhoda Smith, happy birthday greetings are coming to you from in advance from Miss Jewel. And Miss Rhoda Smith, will be celebrating her birthday on Monday, the 26th of January. Also, we see that Miss Patricia Wilson, some of you may know her formally as Miss Patricia Forbes. She's celebrating her birthday on January the 25th as well. And happy birthday greetings in advance are coming from your friends and former co-workers at the Immigration Department. That was a time when the Immigration Department was a big family, one big family. as well. So, Miss Pat Wilson, happy birthday to you when it comes as well. Other persons celebrating their birthdays on tomorrow, the 24th, we see Nan Sokolo celebrating a birthday. Allison Smith Johnson celebrating a birthday tomorrow, as well as Mr. Lemuel Hurlston, Kanada Alien, Mr. Peter Melbourne, as well as Roger Bugs Wilson celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to all of you folks when it arrives as well. Have a few more messages here. Let's look and see. Person is saying no video and talk show yet. No, we are not in our new studios yet. Unfortunately, we're not there, but we'll soon be there. Meanwhile, you're only going to get sound on YouTube, but no video. Let's look at the other message, and this one says, want to wish my grand aunt, Jeanette Borden, happy birthday. Those birthday greetings are coming from Alejandro and family. So, Aunt Jenny Borden, happy birthday greetings coming from Alejandro and his family as well. I think I've covered all of those, and don't forget the birthday shout-outs. They were brought to you by Coca-Cola as well. Then we have belated birthday greetings going out to Donna Gale as well. Belated happy birthday greetings going out to Donna Gale also. So we know that there's so many things happening this weekend. We have the Stride for Cancer event taking place on Sunday. 2 locations actually, 7 Mile Beach and also from Kaibo. Those of you who like to be on the bike, and if you have an opportunity, there's also the Cayman 100 bike ride that is taking place on Sunday, the 25th. It will start at the Colliers Public Beach. Of course, the registration closed on Thursday, the 22nd. Registration closed, so I'm not sure what arrangements can be made at this point in time. Of course, there's a registration fee of $30, and there are T-shirts and classic cycling, pro cycling jerseys that are for sale as well. The classic pro cycling jerseys, CI $65. The T-shirts are $35. There will also be a light breakfast. There will be water, refreshments, and light lunch. The online registration was at www.cayman100.ky, but like I said, registration closed on Thursday. This is a worthy event, the proceeds of which will be going to the East End Primary School. And of course, the organizer of this is Mr. Nobe. Most of you know him as Nobe, Shane McLean. He's the one who's taken on the really onerous responsibility of putting on a bike ride. I certainly will be there, and I know other persons will be there as well. So if you have an interest, while it is called the Cayman 100 bike ride, there will be different segments to it. You can do either like a 70-mile ride or a 30-mile ride, something in those areas as well. And it is not a race. It is a ride, which means that persons of all cycling ability would be welcome to join as well. I think I have some more information on that I will try to share with you during the course of the show. Meanwhile, a promise that I made, because unless you hear it on the news or unless you subscribe to the government websites, you won't, or unless we have ministers who come in or chief officers it is very difficult to know what cabinet decisions are made. But thankfully, and this has been going on for quite a while, that we are provided with a summary, a post-meeting summary of cabinet deliberations. So for a meeting that was convened on Wednesday, the 14th of January, 2026, it was held in the Cabinet Conference Room at the Government Administration Building. All of the ministers and the members of Cabinet were present. Just a little bit of information as well. You should bear in mind that while we have cabinet parliamentary secretaries who work along with the various ministries, the parliamentary secretaries do not attend cabinet. They would attend if they're acting in a minister's stead. If they're acting for a minister, they would then attend cabinet meetings, but otherwise they do not attend. So here are some of the decisions made by cabinet at that meeting on the 14th of January of this year. Cabinet confirmed approval granted by circulation, and I'll explain what granted by circulation mean, on the 22nd of December 2025 of the animals exemption for purpose of conservation order 2025. So granted by circulation. So cabinet papers, if there's not a cabinet meeting being heard and it's something that needs to be dealt with urgently, it is also known as a round robin, where each member of cabinet, that cabinet paper is circulated to them. They read it and indicate their decision in relation to it, and it is circulated to all members of cabinet. And then when the cabinet officially meet, then the cabinet will then confirm the decision that was made. So these were done by round robin or by circulation, and then confirmed on the 14th of January by cabinet. Cabinet also confirmed approval. Cabinet approved granting by circulation on the 22nd of December 2025 for supplementary funding for the Ministry of Health, Environment and Sustainability, which will be reported to Parliament in accordance with the Section 11, subsection 5 and 11, subsection 6 of the Public Management and Finance Act 2020. And you've heard ministers as well as members of Parliament refer to the Section 11 provisions when money is being supplementary funding is being done as well. Also, Cabinet confirmed the approval granted by circulation on the 22nd of December for the transfer of appropriations within the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development to the Ministry of District Administration and Home Affairs, which will be reported to Parliament in accordance with, again, Sections 11.5 and 11.6 of the Public Management and Finance Act 2020 revision. Cabinet also confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 22nd of December for the issuance of an entry permit for 3 persons to enter the Cayman Islands as visitors pursuant to Section 109, subsection E of the Customs and Border Control Act 2024. Let me explain to you what I believe that is. I'm very cautious with what I said. I'll say what I believe. I don't want to sound too determinative. So these persons were probably deemed to be prohibited immigrants, not allowed to enter or remain in the Cayman Islands, and it can only be done, the entry can only be approved by cabinet. So they did approve it for 3 persons to enter the Cayman Islands as visitors. Didn't say for how long or doesn't say for what purpose, and of course doesn't give the name of those persons as well. But it is something that Cabinet would take extremely serious and probably would take an advice of the people at Customs and Border Control as well. Cabinet also confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 22nd of December pursuant to Section 5 of the Museum Act 1999 revision for the following appointments to the Management Board of the Cayman Islands National Museum. Ms. Berna Cummings, MBE, Chair. Daniel Reed, Member. Lyle Frederick, Member. Teresa Marin, Member. Sandra Watler, Member. Mona Lisa Mead, Member. And Chief Officer, Ministry with responsibility for the Cayman Islands National Museum, or designate, who is a non-voting member. Cabinet also confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 20th of December pursuant to Section 78 of the National Pensions Act revision for the appointment of Dustin Springett, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Springett, as a member of the National Pensions Board. Also, confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 22nd of December 2025 pursuant to Section 3, subsection 3 of the University College Act 2012 revision for the appointment of Philip Hydes as a member on the Board of Governors of the University College of the Cayman Islands. Confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 22nd of December of the Postal Amendment Regulations 2025. Cabinet confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 29th of December 2025 pursuant to Section 3, subsection 3 of the University College and Revision Act for the reappointment of Mr. Vinton Chinsey as the Ministry of Finance's representative and non-voting member of the Board of Governors of the University College of the Cayman Islands. I have to keep monitoring here to see the time to make sure that I don't go beyond our commercial break. Cabinet also confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 29th of December for reallocation of funds for the Ministry of District Administration and Home Affairs, which will be reported to Parliament in accordance with sections 11.5 and 11.6 of the Public Management and Finance Law. Cabinet confirmed approval granted by circulation again on the 29th of December 2025 for supplementary funding to the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, which will be reported to Parliament again in accordance with sections 11.5 and 6 of the Public Management Law. Cabinet confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 30th of December for supplementary funding for the Ministry of Social Development and Innovation, which will be reported again. So a lot of supplementary funding done. This one, legal services, admission qualifications order 2025 and legal services savings and transition regulations, that was approved. Also, Cabinet confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 30th of December 2025 for the transfer of funds for the Ministry of Planning, Lands, Agriculture, Housing and Infrastructure, again being reported. So we know that these have all been done. We don't know for what purposes, but we do know what entities they were sent to. I will, rather than having to read all of them, I will go through the others after we come back from the commercial break to see which ones, have any relevance that you or listening audience may be interested in. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
Hey, new drivers, don't just drive smart. Cynical and Inspire Cayman's Safe Driver program will show you how. Get real-life simulator training and classroom sessions to help you gain experience, stay alert, and avoid accidents. Learn to recognize risk, manage fatigue, and make smart choices behind the wheel. Certified participants may even pay less for Cynical motor insurance. Learn more and register at cynical.ky. Cynical, keeping Cayman covered.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Can you imagine your home completely organized? At Brand Source Custom Closets, we can. We specialize in designing and building custom closets and storage units for any room in your home, including the garage. With tailored designs and custom LED lighting solutions to fit your lifestyle and budget. Our custom closets expert is committed to enhancing the value of your home with a solution that is uniquely yours. Visit our showroom or call 623-6774 to schedule a no-obligation appointment with our design expert. Brand Source Custom Closets, 209 Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park.
This is For the Record.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. No guests in the studio. Didn't realize that we were going to get back that quickly. Here's another one. This has to do with appointments as well. So we see they approved, pursuant to Section 36 of the Trade and Business Licensing Act 2021 revision, the following appointments to the Trade and Business License Appeal Tribunal. Mr. Oliver Watler as the chair, Ms. Josephine Habib as the deputy chair, Mr. Mario Ebanks, member, Mr. Aaron DeCosta, member, Mr. Chris Bergstrom, member, and Miss Alicia Reed as the secretary. And of course, she will be holding a non-voting position. Also approved pursuant to Section 9 of the Trade and Business Licensing Act 2021 revision, the following appointments to the Trade and Business Licensing Board. Ann Story, chair. Tricia Johnson, deputy chair. David Allen Bawden, member. Brian Barnes, member. Denny Ebanks, member. And Randy Marin, member. And then here's another one here. Cabinet confirmed approval granted by circulation on the 7th of January 2026 for an extension of entry permits to 2 individuals as visitors to the Cayman Islands pursuant to Section 109E of the Customs and Border Control Act. Again, I will explain that. So they initially approved the entry of these persons. I would imagine they put a time frame on it, and then a request was made to extend that time frame, and that was what was done and confirmed at the cabinet meeting on the 14th of January of this year as well. Again, some of you may wonder, well, why is OC reading out all of these persons' name? It is your right as the public to know those persons who sit on these boards. It is public information, and it is a part of the release of the summary of the cabinet minutes taking place as well. So not trying to out anyone in terms of, calling their names on here in terms of their appointment, but that is public information, and it is information that you, the public, should be privy to as well. Let's see if I've covered all of those. Okay, this one is really important. Approved for the issuance of drafting instructions to amend the Customs Tariff Act 2023 revision. Approved issuance of drafting instructions to amend the Customs and Border Control visas and entry and landing regulations revision. And they also noted the Cayman Islands semi-annual economic report 2025, and also noted the Cayman Islands quarterly trade statistics bulletin, July to September of 2025 as well. I think I have covered all. Extremely grateful for the government continuing these post-cabinet summaries. And while we would want more information to be in them, not necessarily names, but if you've granted entry for 3 individuals, maybe you could tell us how long you're allowing them to stay, because normally they would be persona non grata, prohibited immigrants, unable to enter the Cayman Islands. Not even the Director of Customs and Border Control has the ability under legislation to allow them to come in. It is something that is reserved for cabinet as well. So a little additional information there would have been helpful. But we're extremely thankful for what we have, and I hope and I trust that you are listening, audience, appreciate what has been shared with you, because it is extremely, extremely important, and we certainly look forward to more of these information coming in relation to more of these as well. Trying to come out of this so that we can look at something else. Soon be there, folks, soon be there with you in relation to that. Don't forget, our phone lines are open. Toll-free number 1-800-534-8255. Also 949-8037, 949-6990. WhatsApp number 925-3261. This listener says, sent a WhatsApp message. No, this was on Facebook, Miss Susan. Person says, this caller, and I would imagine that they're referring to Lord Graham, makes many great points. Backyard farming is a vital aspect for Caymanians, landowners, and those who understand the value of self-sufficiency. That is so true. That is so true. But you know what is still heartening, and what gives me hope, is that more and more persons are getting involved in backyard farming as well, and that is extremely important. So with that, I will give a plug for the agriculture show that will be taking place for you to make sure that you attend that as well, and there'll be more to talk about that. This person has written this and says, please read as soon as you can. I have about 6 minutes before we go to our commercial break. Maybe I can read it in 6 minutes without having to paraphrase. Says, good morning, Mr. Connor. I would like to join you in sending celebratory greetings to Alan Haha Moore on this special day, as he marks yet another successful orbit around the sun. Haha, as we all fondly know him, is truly an unsung hero. That is true. And he's very unassuming as well. He doesn't talk about what he does, doesn't brag about what he did. Many of you, and these are my words now, don't know how much he has done for football in the Cayman Islands as well. Person goes on to say, I had the privilege of assisting him when he courageously established a trade school offering training and plumbing, electrical work, customer service, and housekeeping. Despite the clear need for such programs in the Cayman Islands at the time, he received no support or funding from the government. Undeterred, he invested. Lost that. Let me find it again, right? Undeterred, he invested his own limited resources even during a period when his earning power had been significantly reduced. Sadly, the authorities later demolished the site. Yeah, I do know about that. We used to play some dominoes down there in the evenings as well and cook up food this time of the year where a lot of people celebrating their birthdays in January and February. We would have a big birthday party for all those persons during that period of time. So sadly, the authorities later demolished the site, claiming a road would be built there. To this day, that road has not materialized. It was also heartbreaking to see his vision for a model hotel room complete with a bar area to train Caymanians in the lucrative field of bartending go unsupported by the government. Happy birthday, Alan. Haha. Earthly rewards may be fleeting, but I truly believe that when this life has ended, there will be a place up there for people like you. And that's a quote coming from Gramps Morgan as well. I want to thank the writer, of that, for sharing that with us. Still have a few minutes. I read that faster than I thought I could. I really want to thank that writer for that. And I would really love to call the name of the person who wrote it, but I will await their permission for me to be able to do that before I do so as well. Please signal to me that I can call your name, because there's so much more I want to talk about in relation to that. This one says here, how does someone get access to obtain the government information that you are reading? I think if you go on the gov.ky website and you can sign up for it, but I will get more information and be able to pass that on to you, because I'm glad that there's an interest that is being shown in that, because it is important for you to know what is happening within your government. And government ministers are extremely busy. They don't always have time to update everyone. So this cabinet cabinet summary is extremely helpful in that regard as well. So that message came from Miss Lorna Bush, and I know she was involved with Mr. Alan Moore, in teaching as well. And like she pointed out, no recognition for it, very little support. As a matter of fact, there was a time when he was visited by the Public Lands Commission, wanting to throw him off, not the commission itself, but one of the enforcement persons there to close him down, close the site down. And like Ms. Lorna has pointed out, that land is still there. Nothing's been done with it. He was able to bring those temporary classrooms and to use them as well. Folks, we have to go to a commercial break. Please stay tuned. For the record, we'll be back shortly.
Did you know that you can send money transfers to financial institutions anywhere in Jamaica with JN Money?
You mean I can send money straight to my account and cut out the middleman?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. You send your own money to your own account, giving you peace of mind that the money is in your account.
JN Money Transfers to Financial Institution is another convenient service offered by JN Money. You can have this done from any JN Money location. Deposit your money straight to your account without the hassle of asking someone to do it for you. JN Money Transfers to Financial Institutions, making life easier.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite Band-Aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. Don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Your dream home starts with a vision, and often inspiration is at the heart of that vision. Brand Source Home Gallery's in-house designers are here to help bring your vision to life. Whether you're remodeling or building a new home, Brand Source Home Gallery is your one-stop solution. Explore their kitchen cabinets, sinks, faucets, bath fixtures, tubs, vanities, and more. Let Brand Source's designers help and inspire you with your next project. Call 623-5000 and schedule an appointment with a design expert at Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park, serving Cayman for 50 years.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We have about another 13 minutes before we go to our 9 o'clock news, and then we should have guests in the studio with us after that. Meanwhile, this person says, asking us to send birthday greetings to Kenneth Domain Johnson, who's turning 2 tomorrow. Kenneth Johnson turning 2 tomorrow. Happy birthday. And we know that turning 2 parents and grandparents will be extremely exciting about a 2-year-old. Going to keep you busy, but you're going to love him as well. I'm sure you do. And also to Anna Eloise Borden, who's turning 4 on Sunday. Happy birthday, Anna Eloise Borden, 4 years old on Sunday. These greetings are coming from loving family, wishing them pure happiness and all the cake that they can eat as well. Yeah, at an early age, they can eat that cake and not have to worry too much about it. Okay, one of our listeners has said, hi, Mr. O.C., a wonderful morning to you. Thank you very much. I'm asking that you please tell those nurses at the ambulatory unit at the Health Services Authority a big thanks for their kind, caring, loving, and understanding, helpful ways. Thanks for their care. They are the best in the world of healthcare. Also, the same for the doctors, nurses, and porters at the OR department. Want to thank that listener. Glad to share that. So big shout out to the nurses of the ambulatory unit at the Health Services Authority. Big thank you for the kind, caring, loving, understanding, helpful ways. Also, thanks to the nurses and porters at the OR department. Let's see if there are any more messages. There any coming on Facebook, Ms. Susan? I want to make sure I cover everyone who has sent something in. Don't want to miss anyone at all. This one says, good morning, Mr. Connor. I'm just tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing the information. It's just right for transparency. It's been hell, too long hell for Caymanians. Keep up the good work. We have a call. Do we have a caller? No caller? So I want to go back to Alan Moore, Ha Moore, and to talk about some of the challenges that he faced as well. As one of the first presidents of the Cayman Islands Football Association, of course, he had the opportunity to travel throughout the Caribbean, and I think he may have been on a board of the regional association as well. But at one point in time, when he was seeking funding, I got to do this very quickly because we have a caller on hold. When he was seeking funding, I'm not going to call the minister's name, but the minister responsible for sports, and this would have been in the 80s, 90s, was not really receptive to the whole idea of funding. And why was that, folks? Because at that time it was called, the regional body was called the Caribbean Football Union. I think it was Caribbean Football Union. And because it had the word union in it, and those days in Cayman, politicians, especially government politicians, were anti-union. So just having the word football union in the title, he was unable to get funding. Let's go to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning, Mr. Connor.
Hey, good
Captain.
morning. How are you?
I'm okay. This is Novi.
Yes.
Novi Edwards.
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just calling in. Thanks for mentioning our ride this upcoming weekend. Just calling in. Just to probably let everybody know, or riders that might be potentially interested in riding. Although our registration deadline was yesterday, we do have a lot of good riders that will be there.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the Cayman 100 bike ride, just in case people don't know it. It's going to be in East End. As far as I know, this is the first time there's been a bike ride in East End, start and finish in East End. And I'm very happy about it. It's something I've been thinking about for quite some time. And more importantly, the funds from this ride is going to be donated to the East End Primary School PTA.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a specific purpose that we're trying to, that I decide that contribution for, and that is for an after-school program to focus on improving math and English, and particularly I know that this would probably help a lot of kids within the district. So it is a good cause,
Mm-hmm.
I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe the event with what we put out together is going to be played out great. I believe that East End is probably one of the best. East End and Northside is probably one of the best places to ride a bike.
Yes,
And,
safer, much safer than other areas.
I believe so. So our route, and just in case people want to see, our route is going to go around Queens Highway. We're going counterclockwise down to Starfish Point. We do this route with the captain, every weekend. So I'm used to this now, but we go all the way down to Starfish Point, and we turn around and come back up through the Frank Sound Road. We're going to do a series of loops. So about 3 loops is going to be the 100 mile. But we also have other entrances. We've named them quite nicely. The 100 mile entrance would be Blue Iguana entrance. The 72-mile, which is 2 loops entrance, would be actually, named the Green Iguana.
Okay.
And Green Turtle, sorry, Green Turtle, not Green Iguana. And then the other, the shorter one, which is, we call it, it's a 36-mile around there, is 1 loop, and that is actually called the Soldier Crab. So just let you know, it's Blue Iguana, Green Turtle, and Soldier Crab.
Okay.
Now, we do have some entrances of international people coming here to ride, and I'm very happy for that. But the whole idea is for more people from international overseas to come for a ride like this. And, I do Eco Rides came out, and we've had a lot of people coming here to ride and do my tours. And, it's quite interesting that other people have registered from overseas to come do the ride.
And, of course, this is the first of many that will be planned as well.
Exactly.
To give it more exposure.
Tough. Yes, it's been very tough in the planning process because, as you probably are aware too, we're also doing the 10 Surf Challenge on this same weekend on the Monday. This is now rejuvenated by, so my cousins, and we're hoping that will also come out great. But, just trying to encourage people to live a healthy lifestyle. I know eating is important, but exercise is just as important. And I would say I'm very thankful that I got to ride with you, Captain, and get introduced by Steve, the bicycle doctor, into cycling, at least at this level. And, a couple of weeks ago, I did 100 miles. We've done several hundred miles with you and other people. And, I think it's a great accomplishment to do a central ride. We know not everybody will do a central ride, but it is one of those things that a lot of cyclists like to do. And I'm very happy that I'm able to organize this and hope that people will support it in years to come, because I really want this will be an ongoing thing annually.
Can you talk about the times, the start times as well?
Yeah. Well, the Blue Iguana, we start, which is the 100-mile ride. We're starting at 4 a.m. And, of course, this is one of the reasons why technically, we ride from on very early, we leave out. But this technically is one of the reasons why it makes it a little bit difficult, right? We do ride early and we start early. The Green Turtle, they start at 5 a.m., right? And, again, those riders can also just meet up with the group when we come in a loop. If they want, they can just meet up and go with us if they wish. And then at 6 a.m., the Soldier Crab group can also join in or start off at 6 a.m. So it's actually a lot there for people to enter. But before really going too far, I want to really mention our sponsors, because they're very key to us. And I want to first say, big thank you to Healthcare Pharmacy, who sees this as a good event to support and to actually be a big part of it as the key sponsor. And Coca-Cola, who has come on and have provided a lot of drinks and stuff for us in our tents and stuff around the place, so that we can pull this event off. So I'm very, very thankful for that, because now all of our cyclists that will be riding will be able to stop at 2 different points, one in North Side, one in East End, to get refuel and also get bananas and different things that we're trying to set up, right? Other than that, others are J&M Equipment. I want to thank them for coming on. They've come on as a gold sponsor as well, together with Coca-Cola as a gold sponsor. And we have eShore, which is an offshore security company that deals with online stuff. And just the fact that they've come on means a lot to me, again, because it says that someone sees that this is something that they would really support. So all in all, I'm looking forward to a great ride, and riding with you as usual, Captain. Thank you for registering and coming out for this.
Wouldn't have missed it for anything in the world.
and all the other great riders that are going to be out there. It's going to be a great event. We also have food at the end of the event.
Mm-hmm.
I got my own local people to provide some food again. I'm very ingrained and supportive of the District of East End.
Certainly.
And it's always important to me because I find that these guys really are good cooks and chefs. And we have Jimmy Young's jerk. He's going to be providing jerk chicken for us in the afternoon for lunch, a light lunch. And we have I think his name is I think I was trying to get his chef name. I think Chef Brown is his name, right?
Okay.
So Alfonso Brown, he'll be providing some burgers and stuff cooked right there for you.
Okay. I want to wish you, sorry I had to interrupt you because we have to go to the 9 o'clock news. But again, want to thank you very much. Hopefully some people who are listening may want to still participate in it as well. And thank you for all that you do, especially for the people of East End. No, but thank you very much.
Very much, bye.
Okay. Folks, top of the hour, 8 o'clock news. When we return, we will have guests in the studio, so don't change that dial. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
One celebration, one road, one day, one carnival. After 8 years of operating independently, the two major carnival organizations, Badabanu and Kemas, have, quote, formally unified their carnival road marches and will move forward together under the banner of One Carnival on May 23rd. In international news, Russian, Ukrainian, and U.S. negotiators are meeting in Abu Dhabi today for the first trilateral talks since Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says the talks are a, quote, step, hopefully towards ending the war, adding the meeting will focus on the status of Ukraine's eastern Donbas region. At the World Economic Forum in Davos on Thursday, he said he had reached an agreement with Trump on future U.S. security guarantees for Ukraine in the event of a deal. It comes after Russia's President Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump's envoys held what the Kremlin called, quote, useful but very frank talks in Moscow. Speaking on Air Force One Thursday night, Trump said he believed Putin and Zelensky, quote, both want to make a deal, adding, we'll find out. And TikTok has closed a deal that will allow the popular short video app to continue operating in the United States. The deal comes after a years-long tussle between Washington and Beijing that began in Trump's first term in the White House when he tried to unsuccessfully ban the app over national security concerns. The platform was due to be banned in the U.S. in January 2025 if its Chinese owner, ByteDance, failed to sell its U.S. operations to American investors. But U.S. President Donald Trump repeatedly postponed the enforcement of legislation to take down the app. Those are your headlines. I'm Karsley Fuller.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
At HSA, we strive to provide the highest standard of care with compassion, integrity, and dedication. And so we say thank you, Cayman, for continuing to make us the most awarded organization on island by voting us the best of Cayman Islands in 9 medical categories. Your support reminds us why we do what we do, to serve the Cayman community with kindness and excellence. To find out more about our award-winning services, visit hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
For the record, Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. You're now going to hear two voices that when it comes to culture and heritage in particular, you will always hear their voice right here on Radio Cayman. You know who they are because I told you about them earlier, as well. But I'm going to have these two, for those of you who may just be joining the show, I'm going to have both of these young ladies introduce themselves and to tell us what we will be talking about this morning. Ladies, good morning. Welcome back to For the Record.
Good morning, OC.
Okay. Let's start with you, Ms. Barnes.
All right. Hi, good morning. Tunisia Barnes from the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage.
Ventisha Connolly from the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, Events Manager. And before we even continue, I need to say good morning, Bracas.
Okay, great. And we also want to say that the phone lines will be open for anyone who wants to call in. We of course will be talking about National Heroes Day celebration, so we really want you to restrict your comments or questions to that particular topic as well. So let's start from the top. What's happening, when, where?
Well, as usual, we have Monday's been declared National Heroes Day. This year, it's going to be something a little different. We are calling it the National Recognition Awards. Mm-hmm. So in addition to us recognizing our 14 national heroes, we also want to recognize individuals in the community who have made a difference in the area this year, which has been determined as honoring a nation built, the power of physical infrastructure. So the protocol department has been busy this week and also last week calling individuals, letting them know that they've been nominated. So we're inviting people to come out on Monday to cheer on those persons who've been selected for their contributions to the Cayman Islands. And that is the morning portion, starting from 9 o'clock in the morning until around about till 12 o'clock. And then we take a little break and we come back in the afternoon at 4 for the evening portion of the ceremonies.
Okay, and for those persons who have been to this event before, anything in particular that we can expect to be different than previous years?
Well, at the ceremony in the morning, it is standard protocol. There's really nothing different. I mean, we'll have our little, culture entertainment in there. But it is, recognizing those persons for the theme for 2026, honoring a nation built, the power of physical infrastructure. So really not a lot of change to the morning. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. However, in the evening, that's when the fun begins. So we will have the stage with live entertainment from 4 p.m. right up until about 8 o'clock. There is going to be a whole kiddie zone, so bouncing castle, arts and crafts, snow cone, cotton candy. That's going to be free. So I'm warning parents from now. The kids are going to be high on sugar. We will have our local craft artisans there with their thatch stuff for sale. That's the only thing that's going to be not free at the evening celebration. So, and then we will have our food village, which will have refreshments for free. We've got 3 local chefs out there. So Lisa Gager, and I'm looking forward to her conch soup and conch fritters, and Diego Smith. So Chef Diego, who does the pizza, he's doing a version of his pizza for Heroes Day. Wow. I can't remember what he called it, but it'll be there. And then we have Jay's Vault, who will have the lobster salad and the Cayman style beef nachos. So, and those things are going to be free to the public. Now, we won't be giving you a full-size meal, but we'll be giving you enough to quench your hunger. And then we'll also have swanky as well as some different fruit juices for free also, as well as soda and water. So I think in the past, we did hear a few complaints about, coming to what is a national event like this and having to pay for their, refreshments. So we said, okay, we'll take that into advisement. We were able to secure the funding to make sure that, you can come out, you can get your refreshments, and it's for free.
Okay. Any advice that you for the morning ceremonies in terms of those persons who are coming as guests, or those who will be participating will be receiving the awards as well, and any sort of protocols that you want them to observe?
I think the most important thing is to come on time, come early, because we do want to recognize the individuals, so we don't want you to miss out when your name's being called. So come early, secure parking, get your seat, because we will have persons there to assist you and get you to your spot quickly as possible. And again, we want to recognize individuals for the hard work. We want their families to come out as well, as to cheer them on and to celebrate them, because this really is an opportunity for us to say, job well done. And particularly with the theme being honoring a nation built, the power of physical infrastructure, we really want to honor those people, because they have put in so much work into making the Cayman Islands what it is today. So come early, come dressed, come prepared, and then go home, take a little rest, and come back in the afternoon for the fun.
Yes.
So we are asking folks to be seated by 8:30 because the parade marches off. So what we don't want is for the parade to be forming up and you're still coming. We're asking for people to be in their seats by 8:30. So it means you need to come earlier than that. And we will have the protocol team will be there we probably have about 10 or so people that can show you exactly where to sit. So do eat something before you come to the morning service, because we pray for good weather and we pray for a short program. But it does sometimes run a little bit longer. So please make sure you have something to eat. There will be water passed out throughout the ceremony. The Girls Brigade and Girls Guide pass out water. So if you need, that kind of stuff, we will have our Red Cross on site. And if you can't make it to the ceremony, it will be live streamed on CIG TV. So you can still cheer for your family member who is, accepting their award, but stay in the comfort of your own home if you can't manage sitting there for that length of time.
Any idea how many awards will actually be handed out? And if we could also talk a little bit about, in recognition of these individuals, some of the areas, for instance, the development of roads, airports, ports, things like that. Can we talk a little bit about that?
I think it's over 100 persons will be recognized.
We haven't seen the exact.
I haven't seen the exact, but so we don't know. But from the categories, why it's important to recognize the contributions of physical infrastructure is that infrastructure shapes how we live, how we work, and how we connect as a society. Our roads, our airports, our ports, the utilities, the public buildings are the foundation of the Cayman Islands for our economic growth, our social development, and their quality of life. And there are many contributors who work very quietly behind the scenes, the carpenters, the masons, the architects, who don't always get that, public recognition for their work.
Yeah. And feeding off of that, we have three categories. The first one is being the landmark leaders. Those are early pioneers who have contributed to the Cayman Islands prior to 1970. As well as we have infrastructure innovators, which we're calling pioneers, which honors individuals who played a long-term role in the transformation in Cayman. And as well as we have builders of Cayman, which is a group. So a lot of those big groups, construction companies, this is an opportunity for us to recognize them as well. So again, that's quite a broad group of people. And as Ven said, these are people that normally we don't get to recognize. So we do want to come out and thank them for all of their hard work, their contribution, and in many instances, their innovation towards the development of the Cayman Islands.
And there will be names out there that some generations would not recognize,
Right.
Yes.
as well. And it is important, for them to be honored, even if it's posthumously, for them to be honored and for their family to give some recognition as well. We're going to take a commercial break. So when we return, again, I think it's important to make that distinction between the
national hero
right, yes,
and the recognition. Yes,
exactly.
we will.
That's going to be extremely important. Folks, don't change that dial. Please stay tuned. The conversation with Miss Ventisha Connolly and Miss Tunisia Barnes will continue after this short commercial break.
Babe, not tonight. You keep poking me and I need to be rested for meetings tomorrow.
What? I was almost asleep. That's the mattress spring I keep telling you about, not me. We really need to get a new mattress.
Tossing and turning, back hurting, can't sleep? It might be time to turn in your old mattress and go to bed with a new one. Browse the huge mattress showroom at Brand Source Home Gallery and pick the perfect mattress today. With mattresses to suit every budget, Brand Source Home Gallery stocks a wide selection of sizes and styles like pillow top and gel memory foam. So stop tossing and turning and sleep better tonight with a new mattress from Brand Source Home Gallery, Dorsey Drive, Industrial Park.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. For those of you who are just joining us, it is my pleasure to have in the studio with me this morning Miss Ventisha Connolly and Miss Tunisia Barnes from the Ministry of Sports, Youth, Culture, and Heritage. I get it right? We're here talking about the National Recognition Awards that will be given out on Monday, the 26th of January, which is National Heroes Day. There's a distinction between the two, and these two young ladies are going to explain it so that you know. We know that some people complain and say, oh, we have so many national heroes. And I'm hoping that maybe another national hero will be announced sometime soon as well, because, folks, what is happening is that we're playing catch up when it comes to recognizing our own people. That is why we have to have so many at this point in time. Otherwise, they will go and be forgotten because you don't have the persons with the memories like the late Captain Paul and Dr. Steve McPhail and others. They won't be around forever.
Yeah, so there is a very clear distinction between a national hero and a national recognition award recipient. So a national hero is an individual whose contributions have been exceptional, transformative, and of an enduring national significance. Their service has fundamentally shaped the development, identity, or direction of the Cayman Islands across generations. The title of National Hero is the highest national honor that can be given, and is reserved for those whose legacy is permanent and woven into the country's history, values, and institutions. A National Recognition Award recipient, on the other hand, is honored for outstanding service, achievement, or contribution in a particular field. And this year, of course, that is physical infrastructure, building our nation. So while their impact is significant and worthy of national acknowledgement, it is more specific in scope, time, and sector focus. So rather than broadly transformative at a national level, like the national hero. So that's the clear definition between the two, distinction between the two.
And we thought it was important that we started recognizing the difference between the two, because things were kind of getting muddled between the public. They were thinking, when they got an award on Heroes Day, that they too became a national hero.
I mean, and they are heroes.
They are, but it's not to lessen what they are. As you said, a national hero is someone which is the highest level that's recognized for it. So we're not saying that they're not special and recognized, but it is a national recognition award, whereas we have 14 national heroes.
Mm-hmm. And all of the recipients, they have already been advised, of
yes.
this. And they,
The protocol team as well as our ministry team have notified all the individuals, so they should be there.
Mm-hmm. So do we want to talk a little bit about the pomp and ceremony or pomp and circumstances that will take place, as well? When I was a kid, I would get excited about seeing the police in uniform, and I would be excited to be in my uniform as well when I was a cub, and of course when I was a scout as well. You have now what we didn't have then, which was the marching bands, as well.
So we will have all of that, all the pomp and circumstance. We started practicing from last week, Saturday. I think there's a practice again this Saturday. So you will have the usual people out there, the police, prison, Coast Guard, cadets, Girls Brigade, Boy Scouts. Am I missing anyone?
Pathfinders, CBC should be having their guys there also. I'm not too certain.
Regiment, I think,
the regiment,
well.
yes.
So it's going to be a large group of a contingency out there. So again, you have all of that, and it's beautiful.
And what people really don't know is that between those groups, the uniformed services, there is a rivalry on who can march better. So they take it very seriously. I know the prison service has been practicing for weeks leading up to this to make sure that the timing is correct. There's no one that's swinging their arm the wrong way.
Yeah.
We've seen the police, they practice out here in the parking lot in the after hours. So those kind of things, I mean, if you don't even want to come for the whole ceremony, come out and support our uniformed services who do an awesome job with the parade itself.
Now, two things. I want to talk about what happens after the award ceremony, but in about 3 minutes we're going to go to the break. But I did have Lord Graham on the radio earlier this morning. He's usually, my first caller. And I mentioned the fireworks, and I say, I take it you will be participating in that. And say, yes, I will be lighting the place up.
Yes, you will.
It's not a celebration if Lord Graham
is not there.
Is not there.
So he will be there.
So
I think he's on at 8:30.
Yes, there he will be. The fireworks will be the ending of the night at 8:30.
Closing with a bang.
Okay, Miss Susan, we're going to. No, it's too early to come to you at this point in time, I believe, right? Yeah, we can go into what happens after the ceremony. So we know that National Heroes Day is not only about reflecting, but it is also a celebration. We have achieved so much here in the Cayman Islands. Some of it as a result of planning. Some of it just
happenstance
came about simply because we are who we are as well. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so after the ceremony, I know there's going to be a photo area in the town hall. Mm-hmm. So people can go there, and usually it's the premier or the minister that's in there. They can have their photo taken with them.
Okay.
And then we will dissipate, because at that point it's 12 o'clock. The sun's getting hot. And I would love for everyone to go home, have a little lunch, take a little rest, and come back for 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock, Cardinal Avenue and Albert Panton will be lit up. There will be live music starting. We have the Cayman Islands folk singers. We have the Cayman International School Steel Pan group. We have dancers from UCCI, the National Dance Company, Radiance Dance Company. We have a group of students from Edna Moyle Primary. And they're going to do the maypole dance for us. They've been learning that. So we want to make sure, our traditional dances are put there also. And we will have Coco Red on the stage. And then we will also have Heat on the stage. So There's a lot of entertainment that's going to happen throughout the night. It is really a big celebration of, come out, fellowship, see people that you haven't seen in months, even though we've probably seen them at Christmas. But, come out, enjoy yourself. There'll be ample seating for our seniors, and as well as picnic benches that families can sit down and eat and have, a great time with. Our kids area will have an arts and crafts station that is being led by Chris Christian, and it is focused on the theme, the physical infrastructure and our national heroes, so they can come and be a part of that. And what we're trying to do this year with our arts and crafts section is start something this year that has a continuation.
Okay.
And so and we're looking for the right place to put that installation once it's done, so in a few years time when that installation goes up, a little kid can go by and say, oh, I did that in 2026. So that's what we're looking at in our arts and craft area. We will have face painting and balloon animals, as well as a bounce castle. I think I'm probably the one who loves the bounce castle, because before all the kids come, I go and I make sure that it's safe for everyone.
And of course, it's a safe, environment.
Yes.
Extremely conducive to a family event as well. Now, and this isn't the first time that you have actually split the event into two segments.
No, I think this is probably the third year we've done it like this. The first time was under Minister Seymour, and that had such an amazing response from the public that we just decided to keep it going. And it's a great opportunity, like Ventisha said, for the public to come out, bring their family, celebrate, and also for us to display Caymanian culture, because we do want to keep it alive. We do want to expose it to a new generation, because as you said earlier, the older people, unfortunately, are dying off and leaving. So how do we inspire a new generation, as well as those people who are new to Cayman, to understand what Caymanian culture is, what it's like, and also perhaps, someone become interested in thatching and keeping that tradition alive, or rope making. So it's definitely an opportunity for people to come out, get a hands-on experience, get some good food, because what is a Cayman event if we don't have food?
It's never a celebration without food.
Yeah, so we're excited to have people come out.
Certainly in Cayman as well. So
we didn't talk about the event at 8 o'clock. We didn't talk about,
Let's hold on. Because we're supposed to go. We've talked about 3 minutes now, so we should be going to
commercial
the break.
We have a little time.
We still have some
time. Yes.
So also we will have a drone show at 8 o'clock, and part of the drone show will be would weave the story about our 14 national heroes as well as our symbols. So again, people who know me know in a previous life I was a teacher, still consider myself a teacher. So we're all going to learn about our 14 national heroes as well as our national symbols. So I would invite people to come out 8 o'clock to the waterfront, and they can get to see the drone show.
And I noticed on your Facebook page as well, you're featuring all of the national heroes and stuff like that. I want to talk a little bit about where people, if they want to know more about their national heroes, where to find it.
Again, life of a teacher, we realized, like you said earlier, a lot of people are not aware of how many national heroes we have or who they are. So we started a campaign, I think it was 10 days out before National Heroes Day, where we started posting our national heroes every day to make that, to give it out into public, because a lot of times the information is not readily available. We're trying to use social media more, because we realize that social media plays such an important role in getting communication and information out, particularly with the younger generation. So we've been posting it, and it's been receiving such rave reviews from the public. People are sharing it. People are tagging, saying, this is my grandfather, my aunt, my next door neighbor. So for those persons that have that personal connection with our national heroes, they're sharing these stories online. They're reposting it, and you see so many people learning about their national heroes and what they actually contributed. So now people will be like, oh, I didn't know, Mr. Farrington served 50 plus years in the Legislative Assembly. Oh, I didn't know Mr. Warren did this. I didn't know that, Ms. Sybil McLaughlin did that. So we're really excited to see people really taking this opportunity. And it actually started, I want to say September of last year, when we started posting on our national heroes' birthdays. So that's part of an ongoing trying to raise the public's awareness with our national heroes, is that we're going to start recognizing them more on their birthdays, as well as leading up to events like National Heroes Day.
And we will be very hopefully having our only living national hero, Miss Frances Jackson, with us at the celebration on Monday. Miss Francine, yes.
Okay, folks, in order for you to know where you're going, you have to know where you're coming from. So we're going to take this commercial break and we're going to tell you more about what's happening as far as National Recognition Awards and National Heroes Day. That's where you're coming from. Where are you going? I may not be around to talk about that. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite band-aids with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. Don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Hey, new drivers. Don't just drive, drive smart. Cynical and Inspire Cayman's Safe Driver program will show you how. Get real-life simulator training and classroom sessions to help you gain experience, stay alert, and avoid accidents. Learn to recognize risk, manage fatigue, and make smart choices behind the wheel. Certified participants may even pay less for Cynical motor insurance. Learn more and register at cynical.ky. Cynical, keeping Cayman covered.
At Kirk's Home Center, we can make your life much better. We got it all together. We got a great deal in store for you. From cookware to stereos, from power tools to plumbing supplies. Yeah, we got the best goods with the best price and a service to make you smile. Kirk's Home Center, we got a great deal in store for you.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We're talking about National Heroes Day and the National Recognition Awards. That conversation is taking place with Miss Ventisha Connolly and Miss Tunisia Barnes. We do have a caller. Let's go to the phone lines. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record. Good morning, caller. Welcome to For the Record.
Yeah. And good morning to your panel.
Good morning, Lord Graham.
Oh, me and my voice echoes to the sound that you can all recognize me without me identifying myself.
From the Bluff to West Bay Beaches, yes, Lord Graham.
Right. So that leads me to ask this question. What is the criteria to be that you would have to display to be awarded the accolade of being a national?
Okay.
What qualifies you to be a national? I know you can get awarded, for contribution to society, to the community, for community work and the like. Because I was awarded, I think I've been up there like 4 times. 1 time at Peter Castle and 3 times in town, right? But national hero. I think the Cayman Islands got to have more national hero per capita than any other country in the world. So I'm asking, what is the criteria? Is there a certain criteria to be awarded that title?
Mm-hmm. I think Ms. Ventisha shared it earlier, but she will share it again.
So, Lord Graham, a national hero is an individual whose contributions have been exceptional, transformative, and of an enduring national significance. Their service has fundamentally shaped the development, identity, or direction of the Cayman Islands across generations. It is the highest honor and is reserved for those whose legacy is permanent and woven into the country's history, values, and institutions. And now, yes, there is a criteria. I want to say it is on the protocols website that you could go and look at for the nomination of a national hero. That nomination goes in. It is, vetted, background check, and everything else by the Cabinet Office. It then goes to Cabinet for them to make a decision on. It is not something that lies with the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, though the celebration and the National Recognition Awards are within the Ministry's remit. It is something that is of the highest caliber, and so it's handled via the Cabinet Office and Chief Officer Samuel Rose, Cabinet Secretary Samuel Rose, and his team there. So I'm sure I can get you the criteria and send that to you if that is what you want. And I'm pretty sure the protocol team is listening into today's call and can assist you with getting that information on exactly what is needed to nominate our next national hero.
But that would be well, because then I can see how close I am to qualifying.
You're going to have to light off a lot more fireworks, and spend a little bit more time, on this earth.
At that time, I think I am the largest or the most popular entertainer on island.
I don't disagree with that one.
Modesty.
I'm known of other people that have been called national hero that, in my opinion, not knocking anyone and not saying they should be given an award, but national hero, I think national hero should be known throughout the island, and everybody should know that this person, I know people that get it all the way down in West that nobody needs to even know who the person is, So when you say national hero, I think it's kind of like, for certain people that I think I saw getting it, I kind of diluting the title a little bit, that should be, like you say, the highest honor in the land.
So Graham, pause right there. And we very much agree with you. However, that's why we've made the distinction now, and it kind of grandfathers all the previous national recognition ceremonies that we've had. Is that now we put a distinct difference between national hero and national recognition award. So while we celebrate the National Recognition Award ceremony on National Heroes Day, those persons who were nominated under the theme and have been selected by Cabinet to receive the National Recognition Award is very much different from our national hero, which, is an elevation of the highest honor. Mm-hmm. So we're recognizing and celebrating those persons who fit the criteria for the National Recognition Award on National Heroes Day, but they're not a national hero. Their award will say that they are a National Recognition Award recipient.
Okay, so yeah, and that's what I'm getting at. They can be awarded, but going as far as giving them the highest honor in the land and calling them a national hero when they're not to be called a hero,
Right.
So
right. We only have 14 national heroes.
Yep. A lot of catching up to do.
So that's part of our campaign as well, why we've been pushing out over the last couple of days our 14 national heroes, to highlight that and educate the public, to your point, as to who our national heroes are and what they did and how they contributed to the Cayman Islands.
And those decisions aren't made lightly.
No,
like
they're
you pointed
not.
out, it's a decision made by Cabinet at the end of the day.
Yes. So while the ministry pushes out the nominations and gather them back, the ministry vets the committee vets all of the applications, make sure that they meet the criteria that has been set out, and then they go in a Cabinet paper to Cabinet for further discussion and to be vetted by Cabinet.
Okay. Lord Graham, thank you. Thank you very much for that. I want to share one of our listeners' views. Person says, this is Miss Lorna. We, the elder folks, proudly call ourselves the guardian of our culture, and we hope to serve as ambassadors until our very last breath. But today, hearing these two ladies gives us hope that we are handing over the keys to competent, capable hands. Miss Ventisha knows how deeply I cherish my folk singers because that group is near and dear to my heart. And Miss Tunisia, she carries a fire within her that will surely make her another great ambassador of our culture. I am so proud to hear them both this morning. This excitement in their voices leaves me with one thought. I can't wait for Holiday Monday.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Lorna.
Yes, we want to thank her, for that.
And people like her, they've left some really big shoes for the younger generation, the next generation like us to come up. So thank you so much, Miss Lorna, for those very kind words.
Yes, thank you.
If I can be half as fiery as you, I'm
hey, look here. Well, you see, she's fiery because she's from the Brack, too.
So we mentioned some of the performances, Cayman Islands National Dance Company, folk singers, International School Steel Band, Radiance Dance Group, UCCI Dancers, Cayman National Children's Choir, Dream Chasers, Heat. Are any of these new, or they've all performed before?
They've all performed before. The newest one on our lineup this year is the National Choir. We have been making partnerships with the national choirs, and so this year we thought, what better way to solidify that partnership and make their voices heard, because there's a lot of those kids who very quietly sing in the back. And, their parents go and support them, but they don't get the spotlight. And so that is one of the things we love to do. And so in having conversation with Marius and those at the National Youth Choir and so on, is why that is our newest member to our lineup for this year. And we hope to build on that and have even more in the coming years.
Okay, so this is just a little in jest. The person says, was Lord Graham awarded when he caught the thief that was running to leave the island?
Boy.
Oh gosh.
He can probably get a meritorious
award for that. Yes, for citizen's arrest.
Yes.
So let's take the commercial break now, so that we'll have a little bit more time when we return. For us to wrap up and to ensure that we cover everything that needs to be covered, as well with the conversation with Miss Ventisha Connolly and Miss Tunisia Barnes. Please stay tuned for the record. We'll be back shortly.
There you go, sir. Thanks for choosing JN Money Transfer.
Boy, thanks to JN Money Transfer, I can stay right here in Cayman and pay mama bills back home in Jamaica. Her water, light, phone, and other bills never late. Every month I pay everything in one place.
Make payments to over 30 companies in Jamaica through JN Money Transfer. Fast, affordable, convenient. Call 1-800-744-1163 for details.
My mom's a superhero. She always knows what to do when I feel icky. Yesterday, we went to West Bay Pharmacy, and they had everything she needed. Medicine, my favorite Band-Aid with dinosaurs, and even flavored vitamins. Mom says they keep our family healthy. I think they're magic. Don't tell anyone. I think superhero shop at West Bay Pharmacy. West Bay Pharmacy, where the superheroes shop. West Bay Pharmacy and Centennial Towers. Convenient quality care is just around the corner.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
For the Record with Orrett Connor.
Good morning and welcome back to For the Record. We're on the last leg of the show this morning, so if any of you want to know any more about the National Recognition Awards, the ceremony that will take place on National Heroes Day, Monday, the 26th day of January 2026 at Hero Circle, where it'll take place near to the courts building.
Hero Square.
Hero Square. I'm sorry. My apologies. My bad. Hero Square, in the vicinity of the library. If you don't know where that is, do you know where the town hall is? If you don't know where that is, do you know where the Parliament building is? If you don't know where that is, maybe you've been to court before and you know where that is.
Have you been to Butterfield Bank? That's in town.
Starbucks, maybe.
Yes.
We're in there.
Yes. And asking people to come early. What about parking? Because we know that most people drive 2 cars.
Yes.
We advise persons to please carpool as much as possible because there is limited parking in town. So we do have some parking behind the library and towards I think that's Mary. Is that Mary Street?
Mary Street, yes.
Yes. So the not immigration. What are they now? Work.
Yes. Parking lot.
Parking
that
lot.
Will be used.
Yeah, you can park in those areas to attend.
And you have the Appleby, the over on the other side on Schoolhouse Road as well.
Yes.
That will be
And
available.
the good thing with it being a public holiday is that the parking in town will not interfere with businesses.
Yep.
So we recommend people come early that you can get a good spot. But again, most businesses in town will be closed on Monday, so you have lots of opportunity to get parking. So
and a cruise ship's coming in on Monday?
I don't think so. When we checked, I'm not 100% sure.
Let me check. I didn't check on that. But I mean, what we were talking over the break about the fact that it may rain.
Yeah.
We actually love the rain out there.
At 7:00 in the morning.
Before everything happens.
Yes.
It cools the earth.
It cools it down. But we do have a wet weather contingency. So if it is downpouring, that we have to move it, then the wet weather plan goes to First Baptist Church. It's always been the fallback.
Okay.
And it will then start just slightly later because we have to move it. And there will be limited seating there. So we do advise, if we moved and aware the public that we're moving to the wet weather service, that they watch from home.
Yeah.
Because there is limited seating for the awardees and their families in particular. We're going to say to you, if you're not getting an award, please go home. Because there is a limited seating in First Baptist Church.
But fingers crossed, it will be lovely weather. It won't be too hot, and it won't be any rain. It will just be perfect breeze.
Yes. Hopefully we'll just have a norther, so it's nice and cool. And usually this time of the year, you get the rain coming in before the cold front, and after the cold front leaves, you get the rain as well.
So yeah, there actually will be two ships in port, 2 Carnival ships in port. So, and we love that because they do come. Over the years, I've had.
They're curious, yeah.
Yes, so they come up and they say, what's going on, and we get to share with them a little bit about it. And some of them have just sat there and watched the whole ceremony, and some have stood, caught a little bit of it, and then continued on. So we do, and we love to invite visitors who are stayovers here. If you want to experience a little bit of our culture and what we do here, please feel free to come out. Join us for either the award ceremony in the morning, because we do have seating area for spectators if they want to come in and be there. But especially come and join us in the evening, and see how we celebrate as Caymanians.
And you don't have to worry about competing with the cruise ship passengers for the food at 4 o'clock, because I believe that the cruise ships will start to board before then as well. Yes. We do have a caller. Let's grab the caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome to For the Record.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I've only heard about the last 20 minutes or so, and from that little bit, I realize I've missed a tremendous show this morning with information so ably shared by the two lovely young ladies you've got with you, Mr. O.C. You feel so blessed this morning.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Thank you very much. Well, I just got there. If it rains, it's First Baptist Church.
Yes.
Parking, as usual, is limited. And I think I heard it'll be on CIG TV or something, will it?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I don't get there from West Bay, all the way from West Bay. I could watch it on TV?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Now, looking into the future, and we have how many? 14 national heroes, and yes, thanks for sharing the difference between recognition awards and heroes, and I know Lord Graham is always on the ball, making certain that the right things are happening, fireworks-wise, etc. I'm having a thought for quite a long time. O.C. and I are old enough to remember when we had our currency was pounds, shillings, and pence, pennies and farthings. O.C., you remember that?
Oh, yes. I can even remember. I'm old enough to remember when salt was used as barter.
Yes, and if I caught fish and you had bread kind, I'll give you some fish and you'll give me some bread kind. Yes, we bartered. Wonderful. Our old Cayman was just absolutely wonderful. Mosquitoes weren't so much appreciated, but anyway, thinking of currency, the fact that we were part of the British colony, including Jamaica and the Turks and Caicos and the Cayman Islands, we all used the same currency, pounds, shillings, and pence. And then Jamaica came along and it got its own currency, its dollars, etc. And I think that we should never forget how blessed we are that when the Cayman Islands got its own currency, because I think we realized if we were still using our Jamaican dollars, how we would be placed within the world right now, a little bit tougher than it is for us. And I think we should not forget that one of the main architects, if not the chief one, was Mr. Benson E. Banks. He was there when we got our currency law and we got our own Cayman dollars, which we are blessed with.
And of course, Sir Vassal Johnson.
Yes, I said he was one of the main. You know, nobody does things alone. Yes, sir. Mr. Vassal, Sir Vassal was there, bless his heart. And there's no question about that. But I'm just saying that I think Mr. Benson should be recognized as a national hero. Because just think if we had not gotten our own currency linked to the U.S. dollar at that $1.20 rate that we still operate under now. And in my mind, that is something we should not forget, that we were blessed because of people like Mr. Benson, Sir Vassal, and there were others as well. Thanks very much, and who knows, one of these days,
Thank you.
a few more national heroes will be recognized.
Yes, and we
thank you, bless you all very much for all that you do.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you.
And we do in this forum ask, the family of Mr. Benson E. Banks, who Cayman Nationals branch in Cayman Brac. They have the Benson O.E. Banks building. So we asked the family or even the team at Cayman National who would have that information to reach out to the Cabinet Office to get the information on nominating him as a national hero. So
one of our listeners, and we know that Ms. Tunisia did go through this earlier, but the person says what categories are being awarded this year. So if you could go over that for a listener again.
Not a problem.
Tunisia.
So persons will be awarded in 3 different categories.
Give them the theme first again.
The theme, of course. The theme this year is Honoring a Nation Built, the Power of Physical Infrastructure. And under that heading, we have 3 different categories. The first being Landmark Leaders or Early Pioneers, which is honoring persons who have contributed to the Cayman Islands public infrastructure prior to 1970. The second category is the Infrastructure Innovators or the Pioneers, which honors individuals who played a long-term transformational role in the national infrastructure development. And the third group is for National Builders of the Cayman Islands. This category honors companies, businesses, statutory authorities, and government departments that have made exceptional long-term contributions to the national development through infrastructure.
And I want to say one of those more than likely government departments that will be recognized is the Public Works Department. And very ably this year, Director Troy Worms and his team at Public Works have designed the award that is going to be given out on
Heroes Day,
National Heroes Day.
And I think this marks the first year that those awards have actually been done and made on island. So we're so proud and it's actually really fitting that, that Public Works is actually making them for the infrastructure theme. So it's very unique. This year is a one of a kind that persons will be receiving.
Okay, we're going to talk about for those persons who are unable to attend the event as well. I'll start off by saying that as far as Radio Cayman is concerned, you can follow it live on 89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman on the 26th, Monday, the 26th of January.
And if you have any one of the TV stations, they all have CIG TV as one of their stations. It will be broadcast live on CIG TV as well as via the YouTube channel for Cayman Islands government. So you can watch it very much live on TV or on your computer. And if you are able to join us,
certainly,
please remember that we ask you to be seated by 8:30 very promptly so that the ceremony begins on time and without delay. It is in National Heroes Square, and the dress code is Sunday best. What we don't want is people showing up in jeans and t-shirts. It is Sunday best. It is business attire if you have it to wear.
No sandals, no slippers, especially if they're receiving awards as well. And part of the oh gosh.
Part of the pomp and circumstances that you're dressed up.
And part of the audience, the official audience,
yes,
I wanted to say
exactly.
Yes, yeah.
So again, we do invite the public because there is seating for the public. Although limited, there is seating. So if you are coming to the ceremony itself, please be seated at 8:30. And if we have to move to a wet weather contingency, which will be at First Baptist Church, there is very, very limited seating for the public. The seating is reserved at First Baptist for our government officials, our uniformed services, and the awardees and their guests. So, but we will, let the public know as soon as possible if and when that decision has to be made. Usually on Monday, we have a passing shower. We have some umbrellas there. We cover the governor and Speaker of the House and the premier and those. And then the weather passes and we continue on with the ceremony.
And even for the opening, I mean, there's pomp and ceremony there as well, where you will have the governor arriving. Her arrival will be announced. You will have the premier arriving.
Yes, and her inspection of the uniformed services as well.
Yes, honor guard,
so
yes,
there is a lot of our usual pomp and circumstance and protocol around this national ceremony. So we're asking you, if you're coming, please be there on time because you cannot throughout the ceremony, once it has started, walk across
Hero Square.
You will get yelled at really bad.
Probably be intercepted before that.
Yes. I don't think you can get on there.
So before we close off, again, let's talk about what does the theme, honoring a nation built, what does that represent? You, Miss Tunisia, you very skillfully, walked us and talked us through that earlier in the show. I would like us to sort of like close off with that.
Well, again, the theme this year is honoring a nation built, the power of physical infrastructure, and is recognizing those individuals, companies, and organizations that played a vital role in the development of the Cayman Islands and infrastructure development. So we're honoring those persons who've played it, and a lot of time these are the quiet people that work behind the scenes that we just see the magic happen, but we don't understand or see the hundreds of people that make it happen. So this is an opportunity for us to pause and have them come out and celebrate them and have the whole community come out and say, you know what, thank you so much for your contributions.
I mean, there are names. I'm not sure whether or not they will be on the awards, but I did have some questions posted to me. For instance, a gentleman by the name of Mr. Bonner Russell. I'm sure that lots of people don't know who Mr. Bonner Russell is. Father of one of our national heroes, but also was a road contractor when the roads were built by hand. Mr. Arthur Martin, man who rode the white horse.
I've heard of him.
He would subcontract and get a lot of the local guys to work with him on the roads, as well. So much. So, it talks about, of course, highlights the Cayman success. It didn't happen by chance. Not by chance, folks.
No. And what we have to see also is, I think this is the first year we're doing physical infrastructure. And each year the theme changes, but about every 10 years or so, we do come back to a theme that we've done before, because there are people that will be missed. And then that's unfortunate the first time around. And hopefully by the second iteration of this theme, we will have caught those ones that were missed in the first one. And then there's a group there that has built, that 10-year gap. And so, recognizing them as we move along. So while we would hope to recognize persons like you just spoke about, it really was up to the public, to put in that nomination and put in the information so that those persons could get recognized this year. So
go ahead. Sorry.
We make a plea every year once the theme goes out and the nomination form is out, get it in. Because while we in the ministry, we know some of these people and we put them on the list and we put as much information into them as we can, there are people that we don't know about.
Yeah. And also normally at Heroes Day as well, the theme for the following year is announced. So the public will have several months to get that information together, because we know sometimes it might take you a while to gather it. So we encourage persons to listen out on Monday for what the 2027 theme is going to be. And then if you know someone who fits that criteria, use the next couple of weeks and months to start gathering that information, that when we do ask you and do the official call for people to nominate them, that you will have the information readily available.
And your uncle and former minister and very vocal.
Who would that be?
You see our glory,
but they don't know our story.
Know our story.
I've never heard that before in my life, and I haven't.
Yes. And throw a little bit of trivia out there for you as well, because I learned it actually going through the list of the names of the national heroes, right? And I saw a name, Joyce. And then when I look at the photograph, it said something else, and I said, should I call him and tell him they made a mistake with this photo? And I'm glad that I didn't, because when I look further, we actually have two national heroes with the same first name, Joyce.
And I think their birthdays are literally right next to each other as well, too.
Wow. So, ladies, I want to give you, I know we've been talking a lot, but give you an opportunity for some closing comments as well.
I guess I would say, come on out on Monday for both the morning or an evening ceremonies. It is a great opportunity for us to recognize persons in our community, to give them, a kudos well done, as well as the evening ceremony gives people an opportunity to celebrate Caymanian culture, to get a hands-on, to learn about as well as our national heroes, and also enjoy the great fireworks show. But prior to that, before that, see our young people performances, and it is just a celebration of Caymanian culture in all its glory.
Me, I am looking forward to seeing my bracas. I haven't been home in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's a long time.
I make you homesick.
Yes, I am. So I'm looking forward to seeing those brackers who have been nominated and will be getting awards on Monday. I look forward to seeing them here. But just overall, it is a time for celebration. We recognize those heroes who have gone on and built what we have today, so we know where we're coming from, and now recognizing those who are here and have built, are continuing to build where we're going. I really just invite everyone to come out, especially to the evening celebration, as Tanissa said, at 4 p.m. It is a family friendly event. Please, we ask that you don't bring any animals. Bring bring mommy, bring daddy, bring granny, bring grandfather, bring, all the children in the house. Bring everybody so that it's a celebration, a get together. Like I said, refreshments are free. All the activities are free. Do bring a couple dollars, because if you see a nice thatch bag from Miss Rose May or Miss Loy, I tend to pick up a new thatch bag or not so much me. My chief officer picks up a new thatch bag every time we have an event.
I need a new ground basket. Now I have 3, but time for a new one.
You can never have too many.
Mango season coming up.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure Miss Loy and Miss Rose Mega have one there. But yeah, everything else besides our craft artisan stuff is free. The arts and crafts are free for the kids. The food is free. The drinks are free. The entertainment is live and direct on the stage. Yes. And I do want to give a huge shout out to our technical teams at Execution Production and AI Rentals. They come together very nicely and make all of this happen with us, and it wouldn't be possible without those kind of teams with us. So we do thank all of them who come out, and we are looking forward to seeing everybody come out on Monday afternoon after the ceremony and celebrate with us. The drone show again is going to be at 8 o'clock over the harbor, and then our fireworks will be at 8:30.
And of course, we want to give thanks to you all at the ministry, including the minister and all of the staff as well, for what you do to keep Cayman's culture and heritage in the forefront as well. There was a time in Cayman when we paid lip service to it.
No more.
Now we're talking the talk, and we're walking the walk as well. And we need to continue that, because if we don't, there are other unforeseen threats out there that could certainly cause us to lose sight of our culture and our heritage. And I want to thank all of you. I also want to thank all of our listeners, those who called in, those who sent WhatsApp messages as well. Don't forget to continue to support your radio station, Radio Cayman. Join Mr. Charles Glidden Shallow at 12:15 for Talk Today. Don't forget, Monday, 26th of January, starting at 9 o'clock.
Be seated at 8:30.
Want to be seated at 8:30. And if you're unable to make the morning ceremony, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, almost everything is free except, for the
thatch artisans.
The thatch productions that will be sold by individuals as well. Food is free. You don't have to compete with the cruise ship passengers, because 4 o'clock they're going to be have to be back on board the ship as well. Please continue to support your Cayman Islands. Have a great day, and as usual, we ask the good Lord to continue to bless these 3 beautiful, wonderful Cayman Islands.
For the record, proudly brought to you by
Brand Source Home Gallery, inspiring luxury. Doctors Hospital, peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066. And Cayman Airways, call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. Kirk Market, experience a world of choice. JN Money, from abroad to Yad. And Cineco, keeping Cayman covered.
We are Radio Cayman.
Covering Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and Grand Cayman.
1 in a million. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
You're invited to join the National Trust's East End District Committee this weekend for a beach cleanup. It's taking place tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. at East End Heritage Field. In international news, Keir Starmer's spokesman says Donald Trump was, quote, wrong to claim NATO troops stayed, quote, a little off the front lines during the war in Afghanistan. The U.S. president's comments have sparked outrage among UK veterans and politicians. Armed Forces Minister Al Karn says Trump's comments are, quote, utterly ridiculous and a real shame. And the Tory party leader labeled them as, quote, flat-out nonsense. The UK was among several allies to join the U.S. in Afghanistan from 2001 after it invoked NATO's collective security clause following the 9/11 terror attacks. 457 British service personnel were killed in the conflict. Corporal Andy Reid, who served in Afghanistan, tells the BBC Trump's claim is, quote, very disrespectful, adding, quote, not a day goes by when we are not in some kind of pain physically or mentally, reflecting on that conflict. And more than 160 million Americans are expected to face an unusually brutal winter storm from today, with heavy snows and freezing rains forecast. The storm is expected to sweep through much of the United States, leaving, quote, extremely dangerous conditions in its wake as it tracks eastward from the high plains and the Rockies. The National Weather Service has warned that the Arctic blast will bring sub-zero temperatures and wind chills, which, quote, pose a life-threatening risk of hypothermia and frostbite to exposed skin. Those are your headlines. I'm Karsley Fuller.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.